Hi guys. Let's talk about episode 6. Today we have unfortunate eliminations, good performances, and I'll tell you who my picks are. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to keep up with the survival show, and don't forget to like. Thanks. The episode starts with the Vocal Bee team rehearsal. They decided their parts really fast and with no problems at all. I think they are a good team when it comes to rehearsals. The girls from the other teams were asked on the interviews who they were afraid of because of vocals, and they said Chanel is a really good vocalist and also talked about Minju. I mean, Jiwoo had the chance to have Chanel on her team, but Yuan was faster. I don't think Chanel and Jiwoo are close, so I think she chose based on friendship first. Yuan was so smart getting Chanel and Minju, but this team has two people whom everybody doesn't have big expectations, especially the coaches, Yuan and Soyeon. Yuan has a nice voice tone, but she didn't show it that much in the past performances, and Soyeon is in the same situation. So kind of nobody expected they would be good, but as I watched the rehearsal and the performance they got me surprised in a positive way. I know both of them don't have any chance to be in the final lineup, but as time goes on I end up getting attached to Soyeon, especially because of her I don't care smiles when bad things are happening. And speaking of them, they had some difficulties when practicing this song, but with the team helping each other, they did great. Before the performances, they always have those interim evaluations. In this case they called it monitoring, and all the girls could vote with stickers for the worst person in the team, which is singing. Remember what I said about Soyeon? She got 9 stickers as worst and stayed calm and smiling. She said that was her biggest crisis, but she understood her mistakes and agreed with it calmly. Meanwhile, Minju got 1 sticker from Ruka, which I totally understand why, and she started crying. She was quiet, shy, and cried over it while hiding in her hair. This is one of the things that make her not being a pick of mine. I don't know if I like her personality, she's so mysterious and always hide herself in the hair. But I'm almost sure she will be in the final lineup because everyone seems to like her and vote for her. She's a good vocalist, but on stage she doesn't catch my attention. I won't complain if she's in the lineup though. Now let's talk about this amazing performance. This song hits different from the other team's one. I think all the girls were so good and they were so beautiful. I really like their clothes. And watching this made me want to sing this song, lol. Minju started perfectly, then Soyeon is great too, but the way Chanel's voice hits different. When she starts singing it's a whole new mood, her tone had such an impact here, a warming feeling. Shout out to the way she ended her line before the chorus. And oh my god, their voices all together in the chorus is just wonderful, written in uppercase. As I said, Soyeon and Yuan surprised us for good, they sang way better than everyone expected and I love it. I love this performance, that's it. Then the high note comes. I was expecting Chanel would do it, but I think Yuan chose it for her cause she was the leader. It's not a bad choice, she was good too, but I have to say I felt sad, cause I was blind thinking it would be Chanel, especially after the lights went to her and she started the oh ho hu oh. I just feel like Yuan cut it in the middle. I don't know if it was supposed to be just like that, but as an audience, I feel like it was a short high note compared to Jiwoo's. And even though Chanel is doing the vocal part while the others harmonize later, I wanted more power. But I have to highlight this note Minju sang. Saying this as overall, I think I like this performance more than the other one. Maybe the song is the reason why as a personal taste, but it got me paying more attention to them than the other team. And have in mind that Jiwoo is my pick. They showed some of their rankings before showing which team won. Chanel was 3rd, Yuna was 4th, Wonhee was 7th. Team A won, as I predicted. I said Team B called my attention more, but it's so hard to choose a winner here, cause both teams nailed it. Gladly, the score difference was kind of short. After it, they showed us some personal moments of the girls talking to their families on the phone. It was cute and made me cry again, guess I am sensitive these days. Moving to the dance teams, the songs were Bang versus Tell Me Dance. A team chose Bang, so Team B got Tell Me, which they wanted. For the choreography, they had one part of the song to create the dance break by themselves. Youngso was a good leader here, she chose their parts based on what each of them would be good at, and they all agreed. Jihyun on the other hand, chose the best part for her and made a voting system, but convinced the girls to give part 2 to Jimin, which was a good choice at the end. I'm saying this because Jihyun was the one to complain about Haiwan, but she acted the same here. The difference is that Jihyun convinces me better than Haiwan when on stage. Then we go to the Bang performance. Since it was a dance performance and we should evaluate their moves, I find it so annoying to see this edited version with the camera not stopping for even 1 second for us to see what's happening properly. But anyways, this choreography is nice, the remixes never make sense but the dance break was interesting. Iroha lost her balance in the most important part for her I think. We could consider that as a minor error, but since it's a dance performance and they are not singing live, they lost some points there. She quickly recovered, and then they go to the ground and I like this part a lot. The song gets back with a weird transition, but oh, let me point something out. Did you see Moa had a problem with her outfit? The shoulders part fell back. I only realized that when someone commented, cause watching the episode 1 didn't even realize, I thought her clothes were different but I didn't realize why. Looking back at it, it was exactly on the same moment Iroha lost her balance. That didn't impact on the performance at all because she danced the rest like nothing happened. Then we go to the choreography part that they created. I found it so nice how they did the sequence thing, the song on that part reminded me of pirate movies though. I liked the part they created more than the original dance break from before. And the ending was nice too. Overall they fit this performance so much, they have this powerful vibe, and I really like the clothing. As always, Youngso stands out the most with her facial expressions. Back to Team B, on the monitoring time, the coaches didn't like Jihyun and Jimin cute parts, so they asked to change to Himina and Mocha, after quick additions to it. Jimin was afraid of part 2 because of high notes, but Jihyun said it was only a dance performance so she shouldn't let it concern her. I like the way the performance starts, the kind of model vibe. Each one of the girls that appeared on the screen made me think she stood out, but then I realized I said that to all of them. They all stood out so much, the whole group shines. Since they had solo parts, all of them had their moment to shine, while on Bang performance it was more like a general image of them. Even Funa stood out and the coaches saw her. The dance break was impactful and had some flexibility needed. The remixes are always a bit weird, but the dance was cool. The choreography they created themselves was so well mixed with the original concept that I didn't even realize it was gone. I think overall this performance got me more addicted to it than the other one. They revealed some of their positions, being Haiwan at 7th place, Himina at 6th, Jihyun at 2nd, and Youngso at 1st. Team B won. As a rare moment, I think it was fair. The teams who won got 100 bonus points, and the first place of the vocal and dance, who were Youngso and Jiwoo, had 50 points more. Now we have some level adjustments. From mid to high we have Jiwoo and Jimin, finally. From low to mid we have Mocha and Wonhee. From high to mid we have Yuna and Chanel, which got me very sad. From mid to low we have Soyeon, Himina, and Jong-un. From high to low we have Haiwan. She said nobody had fallen from high to low level and she was sad, but that's not true, Iris was the first to do it. Then we have sad eliminations. I expected this to happen but not right now. Yuan, Moa and Ruka were eliminated. Yuan sang so well, I thought Soyeon had more chances to be eliminated than her. As I said before, Moa is a complete artist, she has so much potential, but I guess the votes didn't help her, ignoring the fact that she was invisible to the coaches. I thought she would last longer, the girls seemed shocked when they announced her. And they were more shocked when Ruka was announced as the last to be eliminated. I was too. They used her to promote the survival show, because she is the girl who trained with LE SSERAFIM, so I didn't expect them to discard her right now. I even thought she would debut in this project at first, but they fooled me. The girls cried so hard with these eliminations, and me either. After this, they went to the waiting room while crying, and we finally got to see MC Soo-young interacting with the girls. She went there to comfort the eliminated girls and she was so kind, they hugged and she said kind words. When the girls went home, the participants went to that same room and they showed them the scores on the screen. They commented that Youngso is first even without the bonus. Then Jiwoo said I bet she got a lot of votes, she had a lot of fans in the audience. And Jong-un said Jiwoo got 150 bonus points, the global votes must count for a lot. And I think Korean votes must count for a lot, because as I understood, they can vote twice, one time at Weverse and one time on TOS. But I don't know how TOS works. For me this is the same thing that happened on Girls Planet, the foreigners were in last place on the group lineup and the Koreans were on top. See how many Japanese we had here and only one is in the high area? All the others in the top 6 are Koreans. Mocha and Chanel are trying so hard to go up, but I feel the producers already had the perfect lineup in their minds. And here I think Minju got her spot on the final lineup. She was at 6th place even not going so well on scores, which means she has a lot of votes, and from here she only got higher. On the other side, Haiwan fell to the 14th place. I didn't expect that, I thought she had more votes. Unfortunately, I can't say I got sad, because I couldn't stand her being a leader anymore. I wanted to see different people. After this, MC Sooyoung came to talk to them and explain the next mission, which is something I was waiting to happen since episode 1. The next mission word is color. I'll explain the mission in the next video, because the episode ends without anything else. Crazy things will happen. I haven't told you who are my picks. At the beginning of the show my top 6 was Jiwoo, Chanel, Moa, Ruka, Mocha and Funa. As the girls started to leave, I became more realistic and started voting for Youngso, Yuna, Jimin and Jihyun depending on the day, because I like more than 6 girls. Since I'm late on posting the episodes, you already know some people left, but the perfect group would be the big 6 plus Jihyun and Mocha. It would be a top 8. I wanted Moa to be in a group too, Ruka and Funa also, but I knew they didn't have chances, even when I was voting for them. At some point I had hopes for Funa, but the coaches never praised her too much. Apart from that, I still have hope for a top 7, because 6 is too little for those talented girls, and it seems to be a curse on groups with 6 members. They always end up with someone leaving and becoming only 5, or disbanding. It would be weird to announce as a surprise, but the way this show is going, it would be good if someone intervened to have a 7th member. Anyways, that's it for today. Turn notifications on if you want to see more about Are You Next, and don't forget to like. Bye.